And if you're still in school, you're still in uni, and this is a problem for you, I believe that you should work on it before you come out of uni.
Says my regular, I'm talking things for better. Oh.
Hi guys, Adi here, and you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about public speaking. So if you are struggling with, speaking in public and all, you should definitely stay and watch this video. First off, all my life, I have been very familiar with the mic. When I was in secondary school, I was the social prefect, and I grew up talkative. If you guys have not noticed already, I talk a lot. So, for kids like that, it's easier for them to push you forward for things. So, for things like debates, all my social activities and the rest, I was on top of things. Also, I went to a Catholic secondary school. So, for the Angelus, I was holding the mic. I think for a few times, I read during Mass. Was it first reading or second reading? I can't remember. I was still in front of the mic. So staying and talking in front of people has never been one of the things that I've struggled with all my life. And first off, aside the fact that I feel like this comes to me naturally, I had to learn a lot of things along the way. Number one thing I'm going to tell you now is that everything that you think is going on when you are talking in public is all in your head. Like most people, when they stand up, they start fidgeting because they have what's it called? Should I say they are very aware of their environment. So even if someone just looks at you with an attentive look, like, oh, I'm listening to this person, they will feel like you are mocking them or something. So it's very easy for them to become shaky and stuff. And for some weird reason, I will tell you this. Some of these things never go away. If you're preparing for a speech, you're going to be nervous. It's normal. But one thing that you should always know is that every single thing that you think about, it is happening here. If you remove what people think about you from your head, that's all. That's why I encourage shamelessness. No, I like most times I say, oh, let's bring back shame, but I encourage shamelessness because if you need somebody to go and dance with you to win a carton of Indomie, and you're thinking about, oh, which one of my friends should I call? My name will always pop up. Why? Because I really don't have shame. So that if you're like trying to be a public speaker, you should remove the whole idea of, oh, I dey shame for human being from your body because most people they don't really care like that. Second thing I'm going to tell you is that you should always prepare ahead for things as little as what's it called presentation in the office. Always prepare ahead because there's something that repetitive speech does to you. It helps these things to stick better. Normally when you see human beings and you freeze, when you prepare ahead, like even in your sleep, you are rehearsing some things, it's going to be hard for you to have that problem with people. When I was growing up, I think maybe when I was in like SS2, SS2, SS3, that was like the first time I did first reading in my secondary school. I did not look at any of my friends. You see, most people start struggling with these things early because they like scanning for who is looking at them. I did not look at any of my friends. My eyes were looking straight at the entrance of the chapel. Like when you read, you look up and you look down. So when I look down and I read and I look up, my eyes are going straight to that place. So to help you, as you are still trying to build yourself, for the first maybe 5 times that you do this, don't look at people. It's not going to help you in any way. Don't look at people. Just find a place that would help you to like, or when you look down and you look up, you're able to look at the place and look back down, or your eyes will just be scanning round the room. But for you to start looking at human beings, you're going to freeze. So I do not encourage that. Don't stress yourself to look at people. And that's what I'm going to say is that when you finally build yourself to the part where you say that you are confident, learn how to look at people in the eyes. When I was in SS3, one Reverend sister said this to me, and I didn't really understand this until I started growing up. Because, I was a teenager then. When I started growing up, I understood that respect is in the eye. Sometimes when someone is talking to you and you're looking down, that's part of you that is looking down is giving lack of confidence. And I know like looking at people in the eye feels weird, but it shows that you are attentive and you respect them. I started learning this recently, like looking at people in the eye, because before, if you're talking to me, I feel like I'm respecting you if I'm looking down. But looking down simply means that you are scared or you feel too small. And that's thing again that I want you to know when it comes to public speaking is that in this world, There's only one main character, and it's you. All my life, I have lived with this particular view, and that's what I would say helps me a lot. So even like how you look at yourself, there's a way you carry yourself that when you step into places that you want to start speaking to people, they would know that it's not more that is inside your head. And some people are very intelligent, they are very smart, but they don't have the ability to bring out their words properly. If you learn how to carry yourself and how to feel like the main character that you are, you're not going to have any problem in public speaking. And I said this in one of my videos that we don't read and write anymore. Like these days, you're already nervous because you feel like, oh, people are looking at you. But if you are reading very well, like if you are in tune with words and you know how to play with word, like your arsenals are hot, then it's going to be very easy for you to speak with people and engage them. There's something that my friend told me a while back that I know how to carry people along. And that is very true because you cannot, let's say we're having a conversation now and I'm talking to a bunch of people. You cannot be the only one that is, let's say, slacking and I'll leave you. To be a good public speaker, you have to have the ability to carry everybody along. Now, I would say this. I did my first Master of Ceremony gig when I was in 400 level. And it was just because my friend felt like, oh, Mary, you can talk. I feel like you're going to be good at this. So why not? And that experience taught me a lot of things about myself. First off, I am a very confident woman because all the people that were there, I didn't know them before, but I was still able to, play with my words and stuff. And I even feel like I didn't do as well as I would have loved to do. So this whole public speaking thing, but the first thing you have to work on is your confidence. Leave the perspective of human beings alone. Leave how human beings look at you alone and walk inwards and you see how your life is going to transform. All my life holding the mic, it has always been about me. Like there's a way you look at yourself and carry yourself that you know that there's no way that you allow people to have the power to make you fidget and stuff. I got a bit rusty in my 400 level, to be honest. There was this week that we had our departmental week, and we stayed on the chapel podium to answer questions. I think it was my department and a few other departments. So it was very easy for me to speak, yes, but that shaky feeling, I had it. I was like, wait, what's happening? My hands were vibrating before I climbed the stage. After some time, after I'd held the mic and I had spoken a few times, I was like, okay, this is it. And that thing that public speaking helps you with is that it's easy for you to engage people that are older than you and you won't feel like you're disrespecting them. You guys, one of my funniest moments in uni was my project defense because somehow we moved from talking about what this girl wrote in her project to laughing. Like I think the head of the panel had to tell me, "Oh, please, we're not here for jokes," because when they were giving me things to answer, it was so easy. And that's thing again, I'm going to give my department's credits. It is so hard for you to be nervous in that type of environment because when you enter, first of all, they tell you to sit down and they'll be like, "Oh, they're not here to interrogate you and stuff." That they've known you for a very long period of time and they just want to hear, like they want to hear you defend what you've done. And that was it. So I would say that knowing how to speak just opens doors for you. And I'm not even perfect. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be. But I'm dropping this video here as a reminder that I've come so far. And there's someone that is not close to where I've come that might need this video. So if you have this problem, you are still struggling, you are still shaky and stuff, first thing, be very confident. Sometimes I am too confident that maybe when I go home now, I'll start cringing. I'll be like, wait, oh, why did I say this? Why did I say this? Did I talk too much? What? But I know that I handled myself properly. Like I have left an impression, be it good or bad on someone, but I know that I've left an impression. So please work on yourself. We have just a few weeks. Yeah, we have less than 60 days in this year to go. And if there's something that you want to carry into the new year, it should be this ability to speak in public. These days, they don't even hire us based on the things that we know in like from uni. You don't do that anymore. You see that part of your CV that has your skills, that is what makes you an asset to anywhere you enter. Out of the top of my head, if anything serious comes up at work and they need Mary to speak, it's never going to be an issue because these are the things that I have learned from when I was younger. And if you are still in school, you're still in uni, and this is a problem for you, I believe that you should work on it before you come out of uni. Like even for tiny things like class presentations, I was always on top of my game. I have videos from when I did my class presentations back then, but I don't think it's on my phone at the moment. But I have videos, and there was never a time where you see me shaking or stuff. I gesticulate a lot. Like right now, I'm even using my hands, but the whole shaky feeling is never there. So please be confident. Know that this life, you are the main character and everybody is a spectator. That's how, even the way I walk, you will know that that is the thoughts, that's my thought process. And that is how you should know that every single person should think like that. Because if you do, you realize that you are in no competition with anybody. Your life is not a race, it is a journey. And when you wake up is your morning. That's what I'm going to end this video with. And I'm so grateful to you that has stayed this far. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye for now.